hurricane season fast approaching. In just a few minutes, we head live to the National Hurricane Expo for a preview of this year's storm season, and then a look at a piece of new technology that may help save your life in the event of a natural disaster.
Coming up next on Your Morning, we're going to give you the lowdown on what we can all expect, and you'll find out if we are prepared for the big one.
You know, a recent poll in Time magazine shows only 16% of us admit that we are prepared to handle a natural disaster such as a hurricane. This week in New Orleans, hundreds of meteorologists and disaster specialists are meeting for the National Hurricane Expo. And joining us live from the expo now is hurricane expert John Van Pelt. John, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Why is this expo so important in helping weather experts get ready for the next storm season? How does it happen? How do you help them out?
Well, one of the things that it's good for is it gets people from all different fields together, from government to private industry to even citizens groups, gets them together to talk about what's happened in the past, what could happen in the future. And the reason we're here with the Storm Education team is to team with Energizer for the Plan, Prepare, Protect program to get Americans ready, not just for hurricane season, but all the weather threats that can happen anytime. You guys are getting heavy rain right now. You've had plenty of flooding in your part of Pennsylvania over the years. Flooding is the #1 threat that weather does anywhere in the world.
I know that, and it's really interesting when you talk about that. We're going to get to the Energizer system in a minute, but let's talk about how this upcoming storm season will compare to last year. Will it be better or will it be worse?
Well, you know, last year everybody said we had this forecast for an intense season, and it really didn't happen. Our team is based in Raleigh, North Carolina. Ernesto came through there, dropped enough rain that we had 4 feet of flooding. There were no landfalls, but you don't need landfalls. Actually, tropical storms kill more people than hurricanes do because there's more of them. And what we want people to know is whether it's a hurricane or a tropical storm or a thunderstorm or an ice storm, any kind of natural disaster can happen in the United States 12 months a year, and we want you to be prepared for those now.
Talk about being prepared. When we talk about being prepared, how is New Orleans? The city is not fully recovered yet from Hurricane Katrina 2 summers ago, but is the city, from what you've been able to tell, prepared for what might happen again if, say, another storm decides to barrel through?
Well, you know, a lot of people can argue about how the infrastructure has been handled here in New Orleans, and are the levees going to hold the next time they have a storm. What I can tell you is that the people themselves are getting more emotionally prepared for the fact that this could happen again. We went so many years without New Orleans getting hit, even though for years and years and years we said that will be one of the biggest natural disasters to ever hit the United States. When it happens, it did happen. People are getting over the shot now. They understand it can happen because it did happen.
Let's talk about what you recommend folks watching us right now to embrace the 3 Ps: plan, prepare, and protect. What do you mean by that?
Well, plan is where you start everything. You get a family plan together. Start by getting your family knowing what you're going to do. If you're going to evacuate, how are you going to do it? If you're going to stay home, how are you going to do it? No matter what you do, you want one out-of-state contact. So if your family gets separated, they can all contact that one family or friend member and let them know what's going on. The prepare part is get your supplies. Get a gallon of water per day per person. Get your food supplies together. Get your batteries for your AM/FM radio, your NOAA weather radio. If you don't have a NOAA weather radio, get one of those. It's a smoke detector for bad weather. The protect part, protect your home. Make sure your roof is in good shape, your doors, your shutters, your straps, your garage door. Take pictures of your valuables. Make sure you have all your important papers in a waterproof container that you can take with you if you need to go.
Let's talk about quickly, and we have to wrap after this, only a few seconds left, this new technology being introduced at the conference to help protect lives and property. What's that?
Yep, we've got some products from Energizer, like the Energy to Go product. You've got a dead cell phone battery. What do? You plug one of these little pods in 30 seconds you're talking, and it's charging the phone. 2 AA batteries is all it takes to run your cell phone. The new Weather Ready products, great new LED lamps that run forever on a set of batteries. Crank lamps, all sorts of flashlights to keep your environment lit and to keep you safe when the storms happen.
Okay, and all that we can find hopefully at our local hardware stores. John Van Pelt.
They are available now.
All right, hurricane expert and leader of the Storm Study Project. I want to thank you for your time this morning. All right,
thank you.